Hello, everyone. We're doing another drawing stream because I'm bored.
Sure. Keep an eye on presenters
So,
Alan and Tommy.
hi
These
guys.
multi-goals
How you doing?
are about to earn themselves
We're
their attention.
we're probably not gonna be. We might be doing animations. I'm not sure. I'm too lazy to figure that out. So yeah, far too lazy to figure that out. Right. Let's do a little bit of let's do a little bit of a goofy. Let's go the tiny bird. Drawing a perfect circle every single time. I'm so cool.
If they can get to
Hear that mouse, by the way. I thought I mentioned that that's with a freaking mouse. 'Cause I'm just that good. Okay? I'm gonna draw SD. So bored. Ashtray.
New Zealand just TV.
You can probably tell I'm in a different place
Just inside.
to normal.
They do have a few item coming up, but it will have to wait until after this chat. What do you do for a gig now? What's your job?
Currently work at AUT. And, I'm an engagement coordinator.
She looks a little distracted, but she's probably just hungry. Fortunately, they are just about to cook burgers in the studio. That is a fire alarm going on.
I'm sick. Okay, we can now zoom in again.
It looks like someone.
The amount of times I've had to zoom in is absolutely insane.
It's the barbecue for the burgers. It's the flame grilled burgers. That's what it is. We'll talk about this next. Except they won't talk about this next, because those flaming burgers required everyone to leave the studio. For the rest of the show, all viewers could see was this view from the roof. Hope the presenters took their brollies. This morning, there is not enough eating cake and far too much talking about cake. If only they had their mouths full, this might not have happened.
What's cooking, Tom?
We are doing a self-sourcing chocolate and cherry pudding.
There's a freaking thing happening in the
It
background.
sounds like you might be able to put a
It's to happen.
a gooey in the box.
Stupid. There we go. I'm gonna turn the TV off. Our TV's off. We're happy now. We're good. Happy days. Brush. B. Brush. Brush. Alright, so yeah, like I said, we're gonna draw SD, because why not? Actually, I should probably do the neck. In case you're wondering, I've never drawn SD with a mouse before. Which sounds a bit stupid, but I genuinely haven't. Also never drawn him in this kind of style. In case you're wondering, yes, SD does go by, it pronoun. It is a pronoun, one pronoun. But, like, I asked SD, he says it's okay if I call him an a he. So trust me, guys, I know him IRL, I created him, I'm like his dad. So difficult, I can't get this freaking shape right. Okay, we'll do... That's good enough. You know, it'll be a good idea if I freaking zoomed in with a slightly larger brush. Too big. Just right. Now, the problem is with me, I'm not exactly smart. I ain't gonna ask what the fuck that was, because, I'm okay, thanks. Anyways, brush. We'll do... What I do for hands is I'll create like a, not square, like a cube. Uh, There we go, and then you can tell that's where the hand will begin. and then that's like an individual finger right there, right? Like that. You know what I mean? It's like that right here. You know. Okay, so this is just a sketch. I'll draw the actual thing in like a bit. You know, when I'm done with the sketch. Yeah. That's how hands work, guys. Hello, the Muse Play games. I think this might be. I'm just drawing my guy. He's just a guy. I'm drawing his body first because, yeah, why not? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. This would have been so much easier if I. Oh, wait, hold on a sec. I have an absolutely genius idea. No, I don't. Yes, I do. I have an absolutely foolproof idea. I have two hoodies right here. They are the exact same hoodie, same brand, same color, same everything. Right? So I'm thinking, because I have two of them, and I'm not going to be wearing one of them because there's no point, I'll just use one as a mouse pad. And then my movements are more precise. But to be completely honest, it doesn't really do anything. So never mind. Okay, we'll make big line, another line. I should probably do it in like steps. That'll probably be a lot easier. Yeah, but like I said, this is probably one of the first times that I've actually drawn with Flash before, so it probably won't be very good. I had the hairs were pretty perfect. The finished drawing probably won't look anything like this. I hope you know that. Yeah, I'm just crazy like that. Freaking idiot. I'm not even drawing in my style anymore. Like, this is just a completely different style. Because I'm just based like that. Or we can probably, like, make this into just a regular drawing. No, no, oops. It looks okay, I guess. I'm gonna have to freaking skew it this way so it looks normal. That's fine. We'll do it in a different color too. Okay, first thing we're gonna focus on is his head because it looks kind of trash. I'll probably go for a little bit thinner line. I'll go for that. I'll go for like that. Like really kind of quick line. I'm not gonna follow the sketch perfectly because I don't really need to. It's not necessary for it to look good. And then we'll obviously wrap the ear around. And then in, typical SD fashion, we'll do that kind of like thing. Hello, Aaron. How you doing? Hope you're doing great. I'm drawing SD right now. We're gonna change his facial expression up just a tad because I don't want him to look like an absolute idiot. Okay, so he looks something like that. That looks pretty good actually. I will have to freaking change like the color though, because it does feel a little bit too similar to the other one. Actually, I might have to do that the other way around. Yeah, make the fill color really bright. Make this color, you know, weird color, crazy color. Cause I'm just crazy like that. And that's the other ear, obviously. I'm doing like okay, especially this bit, right? Like right here, this like big bit, especially like the joints and whatever. I have to do in like segments, like I have to go like that with the hair, because otherwise it just like kind of fucks it up, and I don't know why. I'll probably just do the body first. Uh, fuck. Have any of y'all watched Moral Oral? By any chance? I want to know if has anyone in the audience watched Moral Oral? I kind of doubt any of you seen it because it only ran from like 2005 to 2008. But I've seen a couple episodes and they are like so unhinged. Such an idiot. I don't know how a freaking box works. Okay. One thing I'm thankful for, at least for now, is that there's like no crazy freaking drama going on between people. Because I genuinely like I hate it. It's like the bane of my existence when drama happens. Because like the thing is with me is I've been around people who like dramatize everything. Like genuinely anything you could think of, they've made it into like something bad. right? And it genuinely like pisses me off to my core when someone says something that like other people don't agree with, and it's just like, "Oh, this is gonna start some drama again." Like, you know, freaking like, don't get me wrong. I obviously sometimes I'll get myself in a drama, not on purpose or anything. Mainly just because I want to stand up for what's right, what I think is right at least. Uh, yeah. There we go. I don't know why the shirt goes back right there. It should just stay where it is. Should just like go like more forward, like that way. Okay, so like the anatomy of the shirt is something like this, and it will like go down like that, so it should connect there. It's because it'll go like that, and because the shoulder's like right here, it'll go down like that, and then that connects to the arm. Yeah, anatomy. So I'm thinking maybe I make him like slouch. Nah, slouch doesn't really look good. Also, I can be really lazy with this hand and just make it like really basic because I can put like my leg here. Like if I can make a freaking line that's less straight than I am. It's kind of funny how I can't make a straight line, seeing as I'm literally gay. There we go. Okay, so I kind of made him like a little bit stubby for some reason. I'm not 100% sure why I did that. But he just looks like a little bit stubby now. I think it's really funny. Let's have a little look-see here. I think it's silly. I like this drawing. He looks very silly. I have to zoom in just again. Draws a little bit over here with the hair. Boom, perfect. I'd color it in, but I'm far too lazy. Oh man. If any of you guys have questions, just like feel free to ask. I genuinely answer like every single thing ever. I could like extend that just like a little bit because it does look a little bit short. Short, stubby legs. I want them to be short and stubby, but not that short and stubby. Right, like also, his freaking legs don't do a natural like curve thing when they should. Because normally they like look like that, but they don't for some reason. And shoes, I meant to look like that. Also, if you want to message me on Discord, I'm not on it right now, so actually, yes, I am. Mm, It's yeah, he's like really short and stubby. I find that really silly. I like messing with proportions. Like, look how short his legs are, and like, look how big his torso is. That looks so silly. 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 Okay, we're gonna have to color his freaking outlines and shit in now. Do this. Boink. Boink, fuck you. Boink. Bloink. Bloink. Right, sick. I'm gonna call everything else in now. Because we can. Yeah, it's freedom in the world. Those two bits aren't connected. Wait, what? Who knew? I know I didn't. Also, SD, canonically, he has pockets right here that you just can't see. Technically? Okay. The thing is with SD, is like, people, okay, I've asked people what they think SD's clothes are, and for some reason people say like, well, he's a shapeshifter. He probably doesn't even wear any clothes. SD does like wear clothes, but it's like really weird because like they kind of like materialize out thin air. Because like when I say to people, "Oh, SD's a shapeshifter," they instantly think of the kind like the Hulk, right? Where like every like all of his clothes like rip apart and all he has is shorts and it's like freaking like stuff like that. But SD, with SD, like his lore is that like he came from like a computer, right? Like hold on, I'll just draw a computer for reference. Like he came from a computer, right? Oh, what the hell. He came from like this thing right here. And then he was like taken out. But like when he was like in the computer, he looked like what did he look like? He looked like what he does now, right? Like he hasn't changed in like the 20 years that he's existed. Right, like beep boop bop boop bop boop boop boop. We're gonna add a bunch of just useless keys over here because why not? So yeah, he came from this computer, and the thing is, like obviously when I say SD is a shapeshifter, you guys probably think like the kind that like can morph their body but not their clothes. So it's kind of like those transformation things where it's like I said, the Hulk, where it's like freaking they can do everything to the body but their clothes. But with SD, what is that? But with SD, it's freaking it's like SD isn't really a person. Um, I just have to get that out of the way before I explain anything else because it'll make way more sense. SD is like a kind of thing. Okay, imagine freaking Steve from Minecraft. Like you can embody Steve, you can create Steve, you can give him a personality. He can technically exist if you try hard enough. And SD's kind of like that. Like he isn't a person, but neither is he like just some soulless thing that some nerdy freaking programmer created like 90 years ago. SD, imagine SD as like sort of a robot, right? Like he has all the things that can make him look and feel human, but he isn't really human. He isn't really like living. Like he's like smart enough to live, but he's not living. Like an AI. I don't like using the word AI. It makes me think of 2020, and I don't like 2020. But yeah, he is some sort of like artificial intelligence. And like he broke out, and the way SD like shapeshifts is that canonically he like changes like his code and like freaking like his 3D model data. Even though he's in a 3D model, he's a 2D sprite, which just goes to show how good the SD is at drawing. That's also another thing. He's good at drawing, which is why he can look like the way he does. Um, so SD, I feel like SD has like decided on the way he like is portrayed from like the computer program that he came from called Secure Digital. He comes from a computer program, by the way. Um, and essentially SD is like how do I say it? SD is the program. Okay, SD got like taken out of the program, and because SD is code, as I mentioned before, he's like freaking. He can like change his own code. So if you give SD access to a computer, and he can like essentially just like hack into himself, which is kind of weird, seeing as that kind of makes sense. But like obviously his shapeshifting has limits because he by definition is a program from like 2002, 2003. Yeah, 2003. He's 21. He does age, by the way. Um, so SD is 21, at least at the moment. I think canonically, I'm gonna have to go back to the stream to remember this, but he was created January 1st, 2003, something like that. Uh, yeah, it was January 1st. But anyway, SD, because he's like old, and I want him to have like limits to his shape-shifting abilities, I made it so that he has like the speed of internet from 2003. So if he wanted to, he could shapeshift into anything, but anything that's too big or like complicated, he just can't. And that's why he's so bit crushed, is because like he needs to have like he likes speed over quality. Like SD's just like that. SD's like me, pretty much. Anything that's fast and is like small, I like. Anything that's slow, but like more exact, I don't really like. I don't really mind the clunkiness. I don't really mind like the kind of artifacts. They're kind of like endearing to me, which is why I made SD like the way he is, like just a kind of a mess. I don't really call him a mess, but technically SD's a mistake. Okay, see, okay, getting into like SD history, not like SD like canonical history. I just mean like general like history of SD's existence in real life. SD, I think if I remember from my old YouTube channel, I was called Cheesecakes, right? And my OC was called Cheese, obviously. He looked like a block of cheese, obviously. Basically an object show. I know it sounds dumb, but it basically was. And the guy basically he just looked like a naked bland SpongeBob. Not like that, just like literally nothing, just the box bit with the clothes. And that's all he really was. And then he got upgraded to like how am I gonna have to draw this actually? He got upgraded to something that looked like I can't draw circles. I literally can, but he got upgraded to something that looks like this, and you can kind of see where like the hair swoop came from. It's in a different direction now, but like it's the same like idea. And I upgraded him to something that looks like this. I'm too lazy to draw hands, so we're just doing that. Yeah, and he looks something like this, right? And I didn't like how he looked, so I obviously gave him a body, and I didn't know how to draw next at the time, so I just drew him like this. Obviously, can't be bothered to draw hands. Yeah, I drew him like this with like for some reason I drew like the and like flapped like that, so it kind of looked like there was a shoe coming out of a shoe. Yeah, and I drew him like this for like a long, long time until eventually his hairstyle got like old. So I just went fuck it, and I did this. Hold on, I'm gonna have to freaking unscrew it up, make the lines a bit thinner. I probably didn't even make it thinner, and I just changed the brush back to itself. So I changed him to look more like freaking I think literally like that. Okay, SD, he used to look like this. His name was Corey at the time. Okay, I'm gonna have to actually put a little bit of effort into the face. Okay, so he looked something like this, and he was called Corey. And obviously, I changed it to the more recognizable design. You can see here, it was essentially a Brody Animates and Hamations amalgamation. But then I changed his design to something original for once. He's always had the hair swoop. Um, I did have I did draw SD's hair like this though, like this with the. So he has always had the hair swoop. It's just looked a bit different over time, and it stayed like this. Okay, it stayed as it is, but probably if I had to say, like, about 3 months, 2, 3 months. So not that long. The hair swoop being okay. Obviously, as you can tell, I had the hair swoop being this way instead of this way. But the reason I changed it to like that is because it was a lot less complicated to like hide the eyes. Because I did have a phase where I drew eyes like this, instead of this. I used to draw I drew eyes like this instead of this. And obviously it's harder to like make sure the eyes aren't obscured. Like over here, I could easily just do that. Or like just like layer the eye on top of the hair. So if you imagine this, I'll make like a like this kind of eye and this kind of eye. If I were to like layer this, like that's a lot easier, right? Like this is covered, but this isn't. But then like let me just demonstrate. So these are both eyes, right? Doing it like this was really hard, right? But doing it like this was a lot easier because I could legit just okay, the way I did Estee's hair was like this. Okay, I genuinely don't know what the hell that is, but it's really pissing me off. Okay, so I drew Estee's hair for like a really brief period, like this. For some reason, I don't know why I chose to do it that way, but I did. But yeah, that's pretty much all I really have to say about that. Let's just draw some more. I don't know why my freaking brush is so thin. I'll have to turn down the smoothing on this thing. Jeez, man. I know. Okay, we'll do 25 for the smoothing, and it should look okay. My God, she said cuckoo caca. My God. Also, in case you're wondering why I keep changing my brush size, in Flash, your brush size doesn't change with the old like zoom. It's like it's always the exact same size, which is kind of I'm gonna have to go get a drink. Jesus Christ. Dear Barry. Wow. I don't know caffeinated enough. Eat, yeah,
God sees you. God hears you. God knows you. God cares about you. God loves you.
Point people have watched my videos on literally everything. Smart refrigerator. Tickle bang tuga tang. Boom tang tang toon tang tuga loogie. What it da bang bang on a doogie. Whip a bit on a tang tang on a doogie. Tickle bang.
Someone say catfish, yeah, that's my song. And you guys are finally giving me credit. Thank you so much. Thanks for your comments. The song. Thank you so much.
It happened earlier today. Kat Janis has sadly passed away. For those who don't know, Kat Janis is a singer who ended up getting terminally ill and made a song, the one that's playing in the background right now, so her young son would have stability after she passed. Well, very sadly, Kat has finally passed, and the final thing she really wanted was for people to use and spread her story so she can still take care of her son even though she's already passed. Now, I know before she passed, there was a lot of controversy around Kat, but it's still very sad to see a young mother like her pass. Kat was only 31 passing. It happened earlier today. Kat, my beach ball, crazy.
Tang tang tuga loogie. What it da bang on a doogie. Whip on a tang tang on a doogie. The create.
Hey, if you can sing or if you can't sing, repeat after me.
Da da da. Da 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 da. Da. Nothing really interesting happening.